why all these people believe in Bitcoin, or why do they use it, or something like this?
That's something that's really hard to answer, but I'm trying my best because there's so many different people. And there are people that believe that, as I said, Bitcoin will be the singularity of money and will also push away any fiat currencies.
What is the timeline? Sorry. What is the timeline for this singularity of money? What do you think? What is your expectations?
I think that's a quite long time. And we want it to be a long time. If you think about the fiat system as a broken ship, like the fiat system is, let's say, the Titanic, and we hit the iceberg. We have so much monetary expansion that the dollar and all the other currencies, like the dollar is the best one, but all the other ones are even worse than that. They are sinking faster and faster. We want that process happen as slowly as possible, because we are simply not ready to onboard everyone on Bitcoin. Like if we have tomorrow from, let's say, 100, 200, 300 million people on Bitcoin, all of a sudden 8 billion people on Bitcoin, that's not working out. Like we don't have the applications, we don't have the ecosystem. Like Bitcoin needs more time to build out all the layer 2, layer 3 stuff. Bitcoin, the base layer is ready because it has mechanism to deal with those things. So the base layer will not break if everyone now comes to Bitcoin. But the layer 2, the lightnings, the liquids, the sediments, those things I think will break when now all of a sudden 8 billion people come in. So we do want the fiat system to slowly and gradually die, and this Titanic sink as slow as humanly possible, that people have the chance to really move to that system. Think about your grandma all of a sudden having to self-custody Bitcoin. We need banks in order to take care of those people. We need custody solutions. We need borrowing and lending on top of Bitcoin. These are all things that are currently in development, and there's already like Firefish, Nexo, Latin. There's so many different apps that you can already use for this financial platforming, but it's not yet ready for a mass market. And when you look at all those things, you want the fiat system to go down slowly so the Bitcoin system can grow organically. I don't even want Bitcoin to reach $1 million this year. That it's possible. I don't think it's happening, but if it's growing too fast, it might actually break a lot of layer 2 things and layer 3 things. And it also means that the fiat system is breaking really fast. And sometimes there are Bitcoin maxis, they say like, oh, like go down the fiat system, it will break in 3-5 years. And I'm kind of disagreeing with that. And I don't want that to happen, because this also means that your uncle, your grandma, your friends that are not yet onto the new system, they will suffer a lot. Imagine, even if someone is rich and they have a lot of money, they will still suffer, because they relied on that fiat system for all their life, and now all of a sudden it's gone. So it will go away at some point, but it will take decades over decades to really unfold, and that's a good thing. We don't want the fiat system to die too fast, if you understand what I'm trying to.
It's interesting, because I have never think about this. I mean, where did you get all these beliefs and ideas? It comes to you when you start to dig deeply into the idea of the Bitcoin.
I gained a lot of knowledge the last year with my podcast. I already was a Bitcoiner. I was already Bitcoin only before I started the podcast. But the really strong belief around Bitcoin and around everything else, and the free market, I'm called myself also a free market maximalist, that really comes with the podcast, with all the guests and with all the different views on top of Bitcoin. Before I started the podcast, I kind of had the belief of like, okay, Bitcoin, I have to fight for Bitcoin. I have to do something for Bitcoin. I'm now more relaxed because I now know Bitcoin doesn't need me. Bitcoin doesn't want me. I want Bitcoin and I need Bitcoin. And it will exist. Like, there's nothing I can say to make Bitcoin go higher or lower. Like I'm such a small thing inside of Bitcoin. Maybe a Donald Trump can move it. Maybe a Elon Musk can move it. Like maybe really big people with a lot of resources and a lot of influence, they can still move it to a certain extent. But even those, the influence of those really big people are getting less and less. So I kind of have that peace of mind now of like, I know where Bitcoin is coming from. I know what Bitcoin is. I verified the Bitcoin myself, and I can see where it is going, and I can really be relaxed of like, okay, like that's how I think the world is playing out. and there's no management team that can run around and do something wrong. Like if you are invested in Tesla stock, and I'm a big believer in Tesla, I was a big investor in Tesla, and I love the company. I love what they're doing with AI. I love what they're doing with full self-driving. But if we're honest, this can all go to zero. Like Tesla can go to zero over 1-2 years if the management team is doing big mistakes, if there's some Chinese company doing a better job in manufacturing AI and stuff like that. There's competition going on. Bitcoin is a commodity. Bitcoin is the base layer where there is no management team or CEO that can go in a wrong direction. It's the peace of mind that I got from a podcast with all the guests, and we can dive into like why this is and why I believe that. But that full peace of mind of like, yeah, I have everything in Bitcoin, and when I get euros, when I get other assets, I cannot sleep because I have to convert it fast as possible to Bitcoin, because that's the only asset I even feel safe of having. If I have a real estate property, I know that politicians in the local area can up. Sorry for you can cut that out if you.
It's okay. It's okay.
They can up my neighborhood. I can get a bad neighbor. There can be a tornado. There can be some. Of course, you can pay insurance for that, but then you have to pay insurance and stuff like that. So there's always all the other assets. If you look at them long enough, you figure out ways where someone else can manipulate or can make your investment a little bit worse. So then it's like, okay, Bitcoin, nobody can manipulate anything in Bitcoin.
Hey, if you like this video, don't forget to watch a full episode and also check the links in the description below.